Social changes everywhere. Political shifts, cultural revolutions, and even the way we interact with technology. But while it feels exciting, is it really progress? Or are we trapped in a cycle of change for the sake of change? Today we'll dive deep into the epidemic of social change, how it's reshaping our identity, our communities, and even our mental health. If you're ready to decode the chaos and make sense of this whirlwind, hit that subscribe button. Your journey into understanding starts now. Chapter 1: The Nature of Social Change. Throughout history, social change has been a constant, from revolutions to reforms, and more recently, the rapid technological advancements of the digital age. But what's different now is the speed. Sociologist Alvin Toffler coined the term future shock, describing the disorientation caused by too much change in too short a time. We're no longer given decades to adapt to new norms. We're barely given years, or even months. Consider how social media has redefined relationships. What once required face-to-face interaction has been replaced by likes, comments, and viral trends. Philosopher Marshall McLuhan warned us, we shape our tools and thereafter our tools shape us. Think about it. When was the last time you had a conversation without checking your phone? Chapter 2: The psychological toll of constant change. Change isn't inherently bad, but when it's relentless, it can fracture our sense of stability. Clinical psychologist Jean Twenger refers to the iGen generation as one growing up more connected to screens than to people, experiencing unprecedented levels of anxiety and depression. When every headline screams for your attention and every app demands your time, it's easy to lose yourself in the noise. Psychologist Viktor Frankl reminds us, when a person can't find a deep sense of meaning, they distract themselves with pleasure. We see this everywhere. Doom scrolling through TikToks, binge watching Netflix, or diving into endless Instagram stories. But is it really connection, or just a fleeting escape from the weight of change? Chapter 3: The loss of community and identity. Historically, communities were our anchor during times of change. Tribes, villages, even tight-knit cities provided a shared identity. But as modernity evolved, individualism replaced collectivism. Sebastian Junger, in his book Tribe, notes that humans have a primal need to belong. Yet, paradoxically, we're lonelier than ever, despite being hyper-connected. People are retreating into echo chambers, finding belonging not in communities but in ideologies. The result? Division, polarization, a loss of empathy. Jose Ortega Igues once warned us about mass society, where individuals lose their identity in favor of conforming to the crowd. But is this crowd truly united, or just as fractured as the individuals within it? Chapter 4: The Role of Technology in Accelerating Change. Technology is both a tool and a trap. It has brought us closer, but also created unprecedented divides. Algorithms don't just reflect our biases, they amplify them. Social media platforms profit from outrage, pushing content that keeps us engaged, but at what cost? As Heidegger said, technology is not neutral. It molds our very essence, dictating not only how we act, but how we think. Is it any surprise, then, that we feel more isolated, even as we're more connected than ever? Chapter 5: Can we adapt? So how do we navigate this epidemic of social change? The first step is awareness. Nietzsche reminds us, he who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Finding our why amidst the chaos is the key to adapting without losing ourselves. This doesn't mean rejecting change entirely, but choosing what aligns with our values and rejecting what doesn't. It means reconnecting with what's real, our communities, our sense of purpose, and the things that truly matter. As Camus would say, the struggle itself is enough to fill a man's heart. In the face of constant change, let's choose to struggle meaningfully. Social change isn't slowing down, it's accelerating, but you don't have to face it alone. If today's video sparked even one thought or question, hit that subscribe button. Join us as we decode society, one layer at a time. And don't forget, change is inevitable, but how you respond to it is your choice. See you in the next one.